What's going on, guys? It's the Confident Charisma Coach, Franz, and in this video, I'm going to give you the most effective way to end a conversation with anybody. But first, let me put my favorite hat on. You guys know I love this hat. First, if you're not signed up to my email list, click the link, sign up to my email list, because if you've been up to date with the videos I've been releasing, then you'll know that the first video was all about how to start the conversation with anybody, anytime, anywhere. And then the second video was how to never run out of things to say, how to keep the conversation going. In this video, the final video, is how to close the conversation. And this is one of my favorite topics. And I actually teach this topic, and it takes me around 90 minutes to teach this topic. And you're wondering, 90 minutes to teach how to end the conversation? Yes, because the way you end the conversation with one person is completely different from the way you end the conversation with the second person. For example, the way you end a conversation with a coworker, especially that one coworker that won't shut the hell up. You know what I'm talking about. We all been in that conversation that leads to nowhere. It's just a waste of time, and this person doesn't get the hint that you're done with this conversation and you want to move on. It's different how you end the conversation with that person than you end the conversation with a girl that you're interested in, that you met at a club, bar, mall, or throughout the day, right? In one scenario, you want to meet this person again. You want to take this person out on the date. In another scenario, you don't want to seem rude to your coworker, but you need to end the conversation. And this is different from ending the conversation with somebody that you met at a networking event that you're looking into getting into business with, or maybe you're looking for a realtor and they happen to know a couple real estate agents, or them being a real estate agent. There's a different agenda, and the way you end that conversation is different from the other two. So with that said, again, this is why it takes me 90 minutes to teach this, because I teach all the techniques. I teach you how to take that girl, not only get her phone number, but take her on a date right away, right? And I teach you how to handle that coworker that won't shut the hell up. But in this video, I'm gonna give you a beginner's guide on how to end the conversation. First and foremost, we have to switch the mindset and stop thinking that it's rude to end a conversation. It's not rude to end a conversation. Take it this way. If you're in a conversation, whether it's with that coworker that talks all the time, or that cute girl that you want to take out on a date, what's rude is to take up their time. Yes, you might be thinking, wait, how am I taking up my coworker Jimmy's time if he's the one talking to me? He won't shut the hell up. Well, if you don't stop him, yes, he's gonna take up your lunch break. You have a 30-minute lunch break. He's gonna take up 25 minutes and not let you eat in peace. But at the same time, Jimmy finds it rude that you allow him to take up 30 minutes of your time. If you would have been more assertive and stopped the conversation, he would have gotten his time back and you would have gotten your time back. Because guess what? You could lose money. You can lose $5. Hell, you can lose $500. You'll get it back. But you lose 5 minutes, you'll never get 5 minutes back. So that's why you want to switch the mentality. Second, here is a practical way to end the conversation, right? Instead of waiting for the other person to shut up, instead of waiting for the other person to end the conversation, you want to use your physical body and movement to end the conversation. And I'm not telling you to use your body language to give them signs that you're getting bored. No. You want to physically invade their space just a little bit. Not overbearing. Not like, yo, what up, player? No. Just a little bit. What I tend to do, and what I tell my clients to do, is when you're standing in front of the person, take one step with one of your feet in front of their space. You know what I'm saying? So basically, boom, one step forward, right? Lean in just slightly and touch them on the arm. This does multiple things. because you're using your physical body instead of your words, this throws the other person's frame off. And if you don't know what frame is and frame control is, again, that's why you should be subscribed. You should be part of my email list. You should be on my Instagram, because I talk about the effective use of frame control and how to use it for your advantage, right? But basically what it does, it throws the other person off a little bit. And they usually stop. They get the hint. They stop for a second. And when they stop, it gives you a chance to say the following. Well, I say, Jimmy, well, Jimmy, it was awesome talking to you, right? I don't want to take up a lot of your time. I actually got a couple things to do. Why don't we catch up at a later time? In fact, what's your schedule look like this week? Take this script, flip it into your own personality. But the key points about this right here, about what I said, was the word well is a great word to use to jump off into closing the deal, closing the conversation. Well, Jimmy, I don't want to take up most of your time. Make it seem that you're interrupting them, that you're talking their ear off, right? Why don't we catch up at a later time? What's your schedule looking like next week? You're making it a point that you're not shutting this person off. You're not saying that what this person has to say is not important. What you're saying is that right now, at this moment, you're a little bit busy and you don't have the mental capacity to pay attention to them properly because you're busy. Your mind is preoccupied with other things to do. But you do want to catch up with them, and this is a great way to get their phone number if you're at a networking event, things like that, or just to let them know that, hey, later on, me and you are going to have one-on-one time. Get what I mean? All right. By saying what's your schedule look like next week, it reaffirms the fact that you do want to hear what they have to say, just not at this time. So take those points, take that script and make it yourself. Again, you want to use your physical body to interrupt their frame, to throw them off a little bit so you can say that. Because even if they don't stop talking when you do this, as soon as you touch them, you'll see them back up a little bit and get a little jumpy, even if they're talking. And this is, again, another great sign for you to jump in with that script. So hopefully that was clear enough. If you're part of my email list, I will physically show you this during one of my upcoming workshops. Be part of my email list. Other than that, if you got any more questions, if you want to get in more detail on how to close the conversations with other type of people, let's say it's a girl that you like or your boss and your superior, let me know. Hit me up on the DMs. Besides that, check you guys out later. Peace.